housekeeping notes before we get started. If there's an issue in the theater today, there are emergency exits, upper left and right, lower left and right of the theater. Copyright laws are very, very prohibitive, so please, other than the gentleman that's taping this performance for us today, no flash photography, no pictures of any kind. Please silence your cell phones. If you have any small children, try and silence them as well. I am going to take a page out of Michael Moran's book. If the weather does what it has been doing for every other day in the past, what it seems like 3 months now, your seats do turn into flotation devices. So let me give you a little brief synopsis of what we're going to see today. You're going to see 7 separate short plays, all written by one of our favorite playwrights, Joe Simonelli. When Christi and I decided to take this summer production on, summer productions are usually easier to direct, not as tension-filled to direct. This one wasn't tension-filled at all, but easy? So let me tell you, in order to put this production on, we have our backstage crew that consists of Richard, Bonnie, Adam, Jeff, and Angela. We have our technical crew in the booth, Chantel, Sean, and Anastasia. We have our set designer, our costume people, the people that get the props together, the people that paint the set. We had 2 co-directors. We have 19 of the most incredible actors that I have had the privilege to work with. And that's what we like to call 7 by Simonelli. We really hope that you enjoy the first half of our production. Sit back, relax, and laugh a lot.
What? Are you gonna bust my chops every 2 seconds, Maury? I'll pay you the rent by the end of this week. Yeah, I know I'm 3 months behind. I'd like to only be 2 months behind. I'll pay you by the end of this week. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got 2 new stooges. Oh, I mean students coming any minute now. I can't believe I gave up hairdressing for this. The portal to greatness is now open. Enter onto the stage of the stars.
Is this the Art Atkins Amateur Acting Academy?
Oh, right. The best acting academy in Forked River, New Jersey? It is. You have arrived.
It seems a little sparse in here. No stage?
Stage? Stage, my dear? Oh, stage is not needed. For the world is your stage. We are Minimalist Acting Academy. I'm sorry, didn't catch your names.
Oh, sorry. I'm Tom Finucci, and this is Geraldine O'Leary.
Just call me Jerry.
Oh, magnificent names. Destined to be added to the annals of acting greats. Once in Fontaine, Pickford and Fairbanks, and now, Tom and Jerry! Did you bring your tuition checks?
You mean we're accepted? Do we have to audition or read a scene or something? I memorized the passage from Steel Magnolias.
Steel Magnolias? Oh, are you referring to the most overproduced play in the history of amateur theater? Done by every community theater at least 3 times a season? 5 women with Brooklyn accents trying to act southern. Never mind that play. Yeah, read this.
Sold Slotke's Pawn Shop and Mail Bonds, conveniently located in downtown Toms River, next to the county jail.
Fantastic! You're in! Where's your check?
Wait a minute. We're a team. Shouldn't we read a scene together? We've been working streetcar.
I forget streetcar! Oh, that method actor crap.
Method crap? What kind of acting school is this? You don't teach Meisner, Adler, or that Russian guy whose name begins with an S?
Did I not mention we are Minimalist Acting Academy? Here at Art Atkins Amateur Acting Academy! Children and dogs, welcome! We study the classic Hunt's Hall method of acting.
Who the hell is Hunt's Hall?
Oh, the question is not who is Hunt's Hall, but who was Hunt's Hall. Alas, the man has shuffled off this mortal coil some time ago. Please, a little deference.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, enough deference.
So, who was Hunt's Hall?
Surely you recall the famous Dead End Kids? Bowery Boys? Classic movie series from the 1940s and 50s. Don't ya?
No.
Really? What did you watch growing up on Sunday mornings? Abbott and Costello? Whoa, don't bother answering that. It's a rhetorical question. Anyway, Hunt's Hall played the immortal character Such, and I shall teach you the Such method of acting.
The Such method of acting. Tom, we're gonna learn the Such method of acting.
I can't wait, but what exactly is the Sach method of acting? Do we explore our innermost thoughts and feelings to read into the subtext of every line as the playwright intended?
No, but that's an interesting concept. Besides, I doubt the playwright even understands the subtext he's writing half the time. No, my boy. The Such method is simply this. Oh, now gather round and pay strict attention, for what I'm about to tell you will be of infinite importance as you continue your acting careers. The Such method simply teaches 3 things. 1, memorize your lines. 2, state them loudly and clearly. Got that?
Yes, and what's the third thing?
The third and most important component of the Such method is, wait for it, try not to bump into any furniture while you're reciting your lines. And if possible, while you're not reciting any of the lines. Now, any questions?
Yeah, do any of the greats use this method? Meryl Streep, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino?
Are you kidding? Did you happen to catch Mr. Pacino's performance as Shylock in The Merchant of Venice a few years back?
I think I caught her on YouTube.
And in that magnificent performance, do you once recall Mr. Pacino inadvertently bumping into any of the scenery?
No, as a matter of fact, not that I recall.
Well, there you go.
Oh, this is gonna be great. How do we roll?
The tuition.
Yes, of course. Do you take debit card? I brought my iPhone.
What does this look like? Starbucks? Just write me out a check.
I didn't bring my checkbook.
Don't worry, I did. I'll just quick pay you you can just quick pay it back to my bank account and I'll front you the tuition.
Right.
I have no idea what you two are talking about.
Should I make the check out to Art Atkins Amateur Acting Academy?
No. Just make it out to Maury Simpkins.
Who's that?
The landlord. Why drag my bank into this?
All right. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Now, are you ready for your first scene study?
Yes.
Of course. Steel Magnolias?
Oh, perish the thoughts. For your first scene study, you will be reading a piece from my original work. Misogyny is an 8-letter word. A play in 2 acts by Arthur Atkins. There you go. You can read Alice and you can read Ignatius.
Ignatius.
Ah, but first, I'll need another $50.
Another 50? What for?
Oh, why, royalties, of course. The play is published.
But wait a minute, people get plays from libraries all the time and they don't have to pay royalties.
Of course not, for they are merely reading the play. You are performing it.
Gee, I never thought of it that way. I think he has a point.
Wait a minute. Couldn't we just do a scene from Steel Magnolias or Streetcar instead?
Of course you can, my dear. I assume you've already paid the royalties for those two. I think the fee is a bit steeper than for my play.
Who do I make this check out to?
Just make it out to cash.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't I be making out to the publisher?
That is the publisher. Cash Publishing.
Never heard of them.
It's my brother-in-law, Frank Cash. He recently started the business 6 months ago. He also publishes true crime, fictional crime, and high crime and misdemeanors, including petty larceny short stories.
That explains him representing you.
Okay, now. Are you ready to start?
Absolutely.
Yes. Wait, I mean, shouldn't we look over the lines first? Or?
Oh, not necessary. We will be doing what is called a cold reading. Now remember, clearly and loudly, and try not to bump into any furniture. When I say lights up, you again when I say lights up. Okay, lights up.
Iggy, you said you would come with me to see that local production of Steel Magnolias at the church hall this Saturday. My girlfriend from work is starring in it, and I promised her.
Alice, you dopey big... Wait a minute. These lines are filthy. I'm not going to say this. Who talks to a woman like this anyway?
Boy, did you forget the name of the play? Fine. Substitute words. One must learn to improvise in theater. Clean it up any way you like. I got my $50. What do I care?
Alright, I'll try.
Okay, from the top. Lights up.
Iggy, you said you would come with me to see that local production of Steel Magnolias at the church hall this Saturday. My girlfriend from work is starring in it, and I promised her.
Alice, you dopey person. What makes you think I would want to waste my Saturday night seeing some stupid effing play that your stupid effing friend from work is in when I could stay at home and watch cage match wrestling?
But Iggy, baby, last night after we made love, you promised me that you loved going to local theater and that you were looking forward to it.
Last night after we made effing love, I would have promised to build you your own effing theater and furnish it with the original effing set from Wicked. But this is now, not last night after we made effing love. So just shut your effing mouth, you stupid effing person, and figure out what we're having for effing dinner.
What? Perfect.
Really?
Okay. Now I want you to do the lines again, but only do Alice as a valley girl.
Why a valley girl?
I get it. He wants to see if you can take direction, right?
No. I just have a thing about valley girls.
Okay.
What about me? Should I read my part differently?
No need to.
But I'd like to try to stretch.
Fine! Read it any way you like! Surprise me! Okay, from the top. Lights up!
Iggy, you said that you come with me to see that local production of Steel Magnolias at the church hall this Saturday. My girlfriend from work is kind of starring in it and kind of promised her.
Alice, you silly person. What made you think I would want to waste my Saturday night seeing some stupid, silly play that your stupid, silly friend is in when I could stay at home and watch America's Next Top Model?
But Iggy, last night after we made love, you totes promised me that you loved going to local theater and that you were totes looking forward to it.
Last night after we made silly love, I would have promised to build you your own silly theater and furnish it with the original silly set from Wicked. But this is now, not last night after we made love.
So just shut your silly mouth, you silly person, and figure out what we're having for silly dinner.
God, okay. I think I get the picture. Okay, keep the sides, memorize them, and come back again same time next week.
So that's it for today?
I'm afraid so. I've got some 4th graders coming in next who want to learn Ibsen.
Well, thanks a lot.
Bring some friends next week. I got a scene set in a Korean massage parlor. That one has a happy ending.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. In other words, I love you.
Hello.
Hello.
The gentleman out there said I should come in and see you. It's very foggy out there.
Yes, that's the general climate around these parts.
Isn't that a hallway or some sort of waiting room?
You'll get used to it. It takes a little time to get acclimated to things around here.
Who was the fellow in the foggy lobby?
That's Harold. Please, take a seat, Daniel.
Thank you. Say, how did you know my name?
Well, that's not important now, but we'll get to that.
If I may be so bold as to ask exactly where am I?
Where do you think you are?
Oh, you're a psychiatrist, aren't you? And you're going to answer all of my questions with a question of your own, aren't you?
Is that what you think?
Yeah, see? I knew it.
Why would you think that I'm a psychiatrist?
There you go again.
I'm not a psychiatrist.
Okay, I give up.
What's the last thing that you remember before you walked into this room? Concentrate and it will come to you.
Well, I had left the office and I was standing on a curb trying to hail a cab in Midtown, and all of a sudden this car came screeching around the corner and... uh-oh.
Bingo.
You mean I'm, I can't even say it.
Dead. Deceased. Worm meat. Sod soil. I made that last one up myself.
Very clever. You mean, I'm dead and this is heaven?
Well, it's not exactly heaven.
Can't be the other place. It's very comfortable here.
No, it's not the other place either.
You mean there's no hell?
Well, that depends. Were you married back on Earth?
Very good. That's a good one. Were you a comedy writer back on Earth?
Oh, I wasn't from Earth, originally.
Oh, I'm really confused.
You know, not to worry. Stephen Hawking has just got here. He'll explain the whole thing to you.
That's very comforting to know.
Daniel, there's no such thing as heaven or hell. Those are just concepts that organized religion uses to better help manipulate the populace. It's very much frowned upon where we are.
Which again begs the question, exactly where are we?
Technically or metaphorically.
Existentially?
Existentially is not an option. The concept doesn't exist.
Okay then, technically.
technically, you were on a satellite orbiting the planet Jupiter.
Oh, get out of here.
I would love to, but I'm on duty for another 10 parsecs.
You're telling me that when a person dies, they wind up on a small satellite orbiting Jupiter?
Not everyone, but some.
Well, this is a nice place. I mean, it could be a lot worse. It's a nice office you have here. What a big window, too. See, there's a Waffle House out there.
Of course there is. It's a chain. They're all over the place. Look across the street and you'll see the day is in.
Oh, come on, fess up now. Where are we really?
I told you. Here you'll see whatever you want to see, whatever you're comfortable with.
That's very comforting of you.
We try to be accommodating.
I have to ask, who created all of this? Who's responsible?
Well, it's pretty complicated. How much time do you have?
Well, apparently plenty. Apparently plenty. But I don't know exactly where I am right here.
Well, not to worry. Stephen Hawking will get here soon and he'll explain it.
Shall I just wait for him then, I guess?
Well, I'm checking. That's funny. We can't seem to locate him. He might be in a parallel afterlife universe.
You're kidding.
It happens sometimes. We still can't find Amelia Earhart. Here he is. Oh, but it looks like you're out of luck.
Why?
Well, he's been assigned to Venus to reprogram a bunch of Scientologists. Looks like he may be there a while.
Well, I'd be careful. You don't want to insult the Scientologists.
L. Ron Hubbard is sitting outside with a camera and a tape recorder in his black sedan.
Well, if Stephen Hawking is not available, how about Galileo?
Now, he lectures on Thursdays. Let's see, Newton, he's on sabbatical to Andromeda.
Oh, Einstein.
Oh, forget him. He had it all wrong.
I see you use laptops here.
Of course we do. You think we can remember everyone's schedule? We don't have photographic memories. Shakespeare now, he was pretty good at remembering things. Most of the actors up here are.
Do you still use smartphones also?
Why should I? I have a laptop. You humans are so redundant.
So, what am I supposed to do here?
Well, what would you like to do?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Don't worry. We'll get you an agent.
Agent? Well, you sure use a lot of theatrical terms here.
I'm sorry, I used to be the road manager for the intergalactic tour of Starlight Express.
Wait a minute, there was an intergalactic tour of Starlight Express?
Of course there was. What do you think actors do after they die?
Was Andrew Lloyd Webber know about this?
Well, he will in about 15 years. Do you know how difficult it is to roller skate on a cloud? Not easy, my friend. The Planetary Actors Guild is still complaining about that show.
No wonder.
Well, I still do a little booking in my spare time. The Celestial Circuit. I have Abbott and Costello booked into the Holiday Inn next to the Arby's, about a mile down the road. Oh, come on, we can still catch the last show.
Oh, that's great, I like that. Dinner theater, do we still get to eat?
Oh, absolutely, but only vegan.
Oh, crap, I don't want to get anymore.
I'm only teasing. Here, you can eat whatever you want to. You can't die twice. Although Elvis died on stage last night at the Ramada. You just can't hit the high notes anymore.
532 sheep at 5 shillings each. Yes, Father shall be pleased with this profit.
Mr. Shakespeare, sir. Sorry for the interruption.
It is Shakespeare, not Shakespeare. How many times must I tell you, Agnes?
But everyone else calls you Shakespeare.
Pay no mind to what everyone else calls me. You are to call me Shakespeare. Shakespeare.
Even Her Majesty calls you Shakespeare.
Now, for what is the reason of this interruption, Agnes?
It's pronounced Agnes. Agnes.
Sorry, was not aware that was the pronunciation of thy name.
Big, finest poet. Thinks he knows everything. Mr. Burbage is here to see ya.
Oh, Richards is here. By all means, send him in.
You may enter now, Mr. Burbage!
I could have done that, Agnes.
It's Agnes. I was just funning with you. Nobody's called Agnes.
Mr. Shakespeare, it's been too long.
Mr. Shakespeare, if you please.
Of what does she speak?
Pay her no mind, Richard. Off with you, woman. Fetch us some tea.
Yes, Mr. Shakespeare. Right away, Mr. Shakespeare.
Tosser! It's pronounced Shakespeare, you know. Quite a wit, that one. Sharp tongue. Make a fine play if they ever decide to put women on the stage.
Oh, Richard, that is rich. Women on stage. We are actors in the theater. In God's name, what do we need women for?
Yeah, right.
So, what has prompted this visit, Richard? And please, do not tell me you are here on behalf of the old Vic and the Chamberlain's men. I told you, I'm through with theater. I am in the wool business with my father.
Oh, surely you jest, Will.
I jest not. I'm worn out, Richard. I've written 23 plays in the last 10 years. My hand grows tired. Besides, my last effort was a total disaster. As You Like It, a pastoral comedy. All the world's a stage. What tripe. I almost felt guilty collecting stipend. Besides, other theaters, they steal my plays and present them anyway. I don't collect a tuppence. Anyway, when I'm gone, no one shall perform them anyway.
I'll perform them for you, Will. I'll see that a stipend is collected from every performance, and a portion is collected and pushed on to your wife.
You better give some to my girlfriend. I've already left my second best bed to my wife.
Really? And who does your first best bed go to then?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, yes.
Now, I'm sorry, Richard. I don't think there's any future in the theatrical trade. I mean, you build a theater and it burns down. And if that's not bad enough, along comes the bloody Black Plague, kills half your audience. You end up waiting tables in the local pub just to make quid. Now, I'm sticking in the wool trade with my father. It's much steadier income.
Well, you really must reconsider. Think of the public. Think of the Queen.
What about the Queen?
Oh, I've heard said that she loves your work.
Really?
Well, must you forget Romeo and Juliet? You had her in tears.
Yes, along with the rest of the groundlings. They're so easy to manipulate.
Mm-hmm. So that means you'll write again?
No, Richard, I can't.
I'm out of ideas, I'm out of settings. I've used all the cities, Venice, Verona, most of the English provinces.
What about countries?
Used them. England, France, Spain, Italy. What's left?
Scotland?
Oh, Richard. A play set in Scotland. Who would care?
Well, I suppose you're right. They're a bunch of wankers, the lot of them.
Besides, look at the wool exports that I have to handle. Germany, Sweden, Denmark.
Denmark? They use wool in Denmark?
Denmark.
You know, I was sent once a basket of fruit from Denmark. It was spoiled when it got here. In fact, I think it was spoiled before they ever shipped it. Spoiled rotten. I think everything is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Brilliant.
Here's your tea, sirs. I hope you likes it with honey. I went through God's own hell to get it for you. I went to the cupboard, but there wasn't any there, so I went next door to the Barringers. And when she opened the front door, her pig up and ran out and down the street. Almost knocked me over, he did.
I suppose we could have done without the tea.
Pay her no mind, Richard. The lady doth protest too much.
Protest too much? It's a wonder I wasn't eaten up by them bugs.
All this fuss over two little insects.
They wasn't little. And I don't know what kind of bugs they was. I don't see no difference. An insect is an insect.
It makes a big difference if one of them stings you. Now, tell us, woman, was it two bees or not two bees?
Whatever they was, I hope they flies out of here and goes next door. I'm not too fond of her since what happened to her husband.
Oh, what happened to her husband?
Well, let me see now. It's a long story, but a long time ago, she started seeing his brother, okay? And they started sneaking around together when he doesn't know. So she doesn't know that I notice when he goes off in the mornings to Commerce, I see that scoundrel of a brother sneaking around the barn and her sneaking toward him. Well, this goes on for a while until one night he has a bad cup of tea and ups and dies. You know, I think she put something in that tea. Well, either her or that scoundrel of a brother.
Oh, I think you got some tea on your clothes,
All
buddy.
right, here, I'll take care of it. Oh, it's a tough one. Come on, out damn spot.
Out damn spot.
They'll milk that for many years. Continue on with your story, madam.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. The husband croaks after drinking the tea, and the icing on the cake is, shortly after that, she ups and marries the brother-in-law. Her late husband laying there in the grave, not even cold, and her son ready to come home from university any day. Oh, he adored his father. Lord knows if he is even aware that the man is dead. And them two, next door, living like the King and Queen of England.
No, not the King and Queen of England. The King and Queen of Denmark.
Ooh, are you on to something new, Will? A new story? New pages forthcoming?
Here now, Mr. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Surely you're not going to take this sordid story and turn it into one of your theatrics.
I am Agnes.
But the story is despicable. It is utter madness.
Maybe so, but if this be madness, there is method yet to it.
Oh, write it down, Will. That's a good one.
Shall. Off with you now, Agnes. I am not to be disturbed, for surely the muse is upon me.
Don't worry, I don't want no part of this.
Oh, it is so good to see you back at it again, Will. I must go tell the other players.
No, wait, Richard. Stay a bit whilst I flesh this out. Your visit today is quite fortuitous, for it has impelled me to pick up quill and set it to paper yet again.
Oh, sooner or later, you would have picked up that quill and commenced to write again on your own. I'm certain of it, Will, for you see, it's part of your nature. And you never want to go contrary to your nature.
Well said, Richard. Thou art a true friend and a fine player.
This above all else, to thyself.
Not bad. Do you think I should?
Yeah, write it down.
All right, now hear me, Richard, for I feel I have it. The King of Denmark is murdered by his brother, who wishes to lay claim to the throne, thereby laying claim to the Queen as well, if thou catchest my drift.
Oh, I think I do.
Then the prince, who has been away at university, returns to avenge the death of his father.
Brilliant! Is that comedy or tragedy?
Tragedy, methinks. One thing remains.
What's that?
The name of our prince, which also shall be the name of our play.
Name. Edward.
No, too common.
Henry.
Prince Henry. In a play about murder, Richard? Really?
A little sooner.
Methinks.
I know. How about thine own name? William.
Prince William. Does have a nice ring to it, but methinkest not. My own name for that of a madman? I don't want the groundlings reading too much into this. Look how they went on about Julius Caesar and Brutus, right up until he stabbed him.
Well, it was together, I suppose you're right.
Besides, our play is set in Denmark. The name must be more exotic.
Don't know anyone in Denmark except that tosser who sent me the spoiled fruit.
Well, we must come up with something.
Yeah, Piggy. Where are ya? Did you run in here?
Agnes, I told you I was not to be disturbed.
Well, Mrs. Barringer told me that she thought she saw her pig running in through your back door, and I was just trying to help her find it.
Well, no pig came in here. Now off with you, I am trying to work.
Oh, he's got to be in here somewhere. Piggy. Oink, oink, come on out. Where are you? Come on, Hamlet. There's a good pig.
Hamlet!
Quick, write it down.
Alex, where's the kid? Ah! What? I can't get this computer to work. No, I can't. Would you come out here, please?
All right, Joey, what's the problem now?
I can't find Windows on this thing.
You have a Chromebook.
Yeah? So where are the windows?
It's Google. It doesn't use Windows.
What does it use? Doors!
You don't get it, do you?
Yes, I do. What don't I get?
There are different operating systems.
Different. How many are there?
I don't know. Dozens, but there's like 4 important ones.
Name them.
Windows, Android, Chrome, and Apple.
And why can't we have one system that everybody could operate?
I don't know. How come we're not driving all crappy purple Cadillacs? Because we like choices, that's why.
Listen, wise guy. I might just invent my own operating system.
Oh, really? What are you gonna call it?
Joe 2.0.
How are you gonna do that typing with only 2 fingers?
I can type with all my fingers.
Well, then why don't you?
Because when I type with all my fingers, I make more mistakes, wise guy.
Show me. Find the home keys.
I'll show you the home when you show me the windows that go in the home.
Pay attention. Put your fingers in a line.
They're in a line.
No, they're not.
This isn't even a real keyboard.
Well, what's a real keyboard look like then?
A real keyboard has dust all over it. And all the letters are worn off.
And that's why we got you this computer with a key, with letters on them and everything.
Listen, enough about the keyboard. How do I merge these documents together?
Try squeezing that really hard.
I can do without the snarky comments. Now, are you going to help me, yes or no?
No.
No? What kind of stepson are you? I never wanted this laptop, you know. Your mother stuffed me with it at Christmas time. Everything I need is in there on my desktop.
That desktop is a dinosaur. It's an E-machine. You have Microsoft Vista, for Pete's sake. Do you realize you're one of 15 people that actually bought one? And not to mention you're also one of 10 remaining people that still use a flip phone with no internet.
Hey! Listen, you. What do you call this?
An ancient relic?
No, it's narky comment.
All right, fine. It's a flip phone. What's your point?
Ah! A flip? What? Flip what? What's the second word?
Phone.
Ah! And you know what? We used to call them telephones. We used them to call and talk to people. We didn't use them to text people. We didn't use them to instant message people, or to email people, or to pay a taxi, or to set the coffee pot for in the morning. We used them to talk to people.
And again, your point is?
My point is this laptop, my desktop, that contraption you're holding in your hand, that's for all of that other stuff. This flip phone that I use exclusively to talk to people is the natural order of things.
I see. The natural order of things. Why don't you tell me what people did before telephones were invented?
They used to yell at each other. Really loud!
All you're doing is refusing to adapt to changing times and standing in the way of progress. You know, there's so much you can do now with technology. Look, you can download movies to your phone, and you can learn a foreign language, and you can box people all over the world.
box people on a phone.
Box. Boxer. It's a walkie-talkie app.
Why would I want to do?
When I can call him and talk to him on this phone!
You don't even know what the best part of this phone is. Do you know what the best part of this phone is?
Can't wait.
This is the phone, right here, that I use to talk to people. Only cost me 25 bucks a month. What do you think of that?
Interesting. 25 a month. That's fantastic. And how much do you pay for your internet service?
I don't know. Cable, internet, 100 bucks in change.
Okay, so what? You're spending like, what, 125 bucks for cable and internet? All right, let's see. Add in 25 a month for phone service. That brings it all up to 150 bucks. You want to know how much I spend to get all that stuff on this smartphone? 50 bucks. Progress. Technology.
You don't get television on that thing. All you get is phone and internet.
Nobody under 30 years old watches television anymore. We don't have time to sit down and watch 350 useless channels. We can stream anything we want to our phones.
Son, if you don't watch television,
How do you know what's going on out in the world?
Well, we yell the news to each other. Really loud!
why?
Really? How do you think we get it? We get it off the internet. Look, I don't need some middle-aged man or woman on television telling me it's raining outside. The internet is a lot faster, and it's more accurate. And I'm not waiting until 6 o'clock to find out anything.
Fine. Fine. You win. Are you going to help me with this
Or not.
Why will you help me?
Because if I show you how to work this, you're not going to learn how to do it yourself. You're going to forget everything I said and keep coming to me for help.
Point is,
That was my point.
well, you don't understand. If you don't help me with this is going to take me hours. This could take me days. This could take me months. This could take my entire lifetime. This could take your whole lifetime if you don't help me. All you have to do is say, Joey, step aside, sit down, press a couple of keys, and the whole thing goes away.
I have an idea. Why don't you Google it? All your answers are in the cloud.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll Google it. Gee.
See? There you go. You're learning now. Google it. Technology.
Wise guy. Gee.
Oh, no. Oh, come no, don't tell me. Oh, damn.
What? What's wrong now?
My smartphone just died. Oh, great. Of course, I left my charger at work. I have to go make a phone call. Hey, can I borrow yours?
Let me see. You want to use my dinosaur of a flip phone because you have to make a call and talk to another human being. Sure. Spoke too soon. I'm not a juice too. And I left my charger at the office. But wait, I've got a landline around here someplace. I keep it for just such emergencies. It's part of my triple play cable bill that I pay $125 a month for. Don't go away. Stay there. Here you go. Have at it.
What the hell is this? I've never seen one of these before. I don't even know how to work this thing. How do you work it?
I don't know.
Why don't you Google it? Wise guy!
But sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like falling rain.
Oh, another mochaccino.
Oh, I better not. I'm already jittery. 1 more ounce of caffeine and I'll be wired tighter than a slinky on steroids.
Ah, I get it. Blind date, huh? First time meeting? Little internet romance? You've got mail?
Well, mind your own business if you expect any kind of tip.
Sorry. Didn't mean to intrude. Just saying, I see it happen all the time in this place, you know? Quiet little out-of-the-way cafe. Not too busy.
If you must know, I'm expecting someone, so if you don't mind.
Sorry. Just trying to help.
I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Todd.
Right. Well, Tom, let me put it to you this way. I'm usually a 20% tipper. You're already down to 15. If you'd like to try for 10, keep it up.
Fine. I'll be back when the other party arrives.
Rachel? I can't believe he's been with you. Yeah, so he's got a thing for chicks named Rachel.
Maybe, but just look at you. You're...
That's what I'm looking for. Radiant. Watch it, sister. I used to be in roller derby. I'll haul up and slug you if you don't keep this conversation civil. I mean, after all, you asked for this meeting. It wasn't my idea.
Well, weren't you just a bit curious and upset when you found out that no good creep was fishing in 2 ponds?
Jake took you fishing? He never took me fishing. I love to fish. My brothers used to take me to Coney Island.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Well, then what?
Philandering? Two-timing you? Cheating on you?
Can I give you ladies something to drink?
Get lost.
Alrighty then. Oh, some people are hard to please.
Listen, honey, do you mind if we sit and converse like mature adults?
I'm sorry. I'm just a little upset over this whole sordid affair.
What kind of affair?
Just sit down, please. I just don't get it.
Oh, me either.
Do you even know what it is that I don't get?
Yeah, good service. If you keep yelling at the waiter like that.
I'm talking about fidelity.
Fidelity? Fidelity. Oh, the mutual fund company. Yeah, you know, my friend said she made 5% with them last year.
I'm talking about Jake fooling around on you.
Oh, he's not fooling around on me. He's fooling around on you.
So, you mean to tell me that you knew about me before you started seeing him?
Sure, he told me all about you.
So you knew he had a girlfriend, but you started seeing him anyway?
Of course. I mean, after all, all's fair in love and war.
You know, there's a name for women like you.
Really? Well, there's a name for a woman like you, too. Stuck up, repressed. What do you think? Jake's the first guy I've ever been with that already had a girlfriend or a wife?
This meeting was not a good idea. I need a drink. Tom, where the hell are you?
Oh, sure. Now you need me. Well, maybe I'm busy now. How do you like that?
How can you be busy? We're the only ones in the place.
Well, maybe I'm in the kitchen preparing tonight's appetizers for the Hawaiian Tiki Buffet. Ever think of that?
Ever think you're down to 10%? You want to try for 5? Now bring me a strawberry daiquiri.
Oh, same here.
Make that a vodka straight up instead.
Ditto.
Are you going to steal everything I like? My boyfriend, my drink?
Your rotten attitude? Oh, and I'm down 5%.
Listen, Rachel, you seem very nice. Don't you want to get back at Jake? You know, teach him a lesson?
No, not really.
Then you condone this type of abhorrent behavior?
Will you speak English, please?
Why should Jake get away with this? You know, this is like talking to a brick wall. You obviously are okay with this situation, but I am not. You know something? You get what you put up with in this life. But I'm not putting up with this anymore. He's getting his walking papers for me. He's all yours, sweetheart.
Oh, mine and Rachel's, you mean?
Rachel. Who's Rachel? You mean there's another Rachel?
Yeah, Rachel D. Now, she's the chick he's seeing behind my back. He doesn't think I know anything about her. He thinks I'm stupid. But I'm hep to his tricks.
Rachel D.
Yeah, confusing, isn't it? Now, she's Rachel D, I'm Rachel C, and you're Rachel...
Let me guess. Rachel B. That sick bastard is raiding us in the order he's buffing us. I wonder who Rachel A is.
Oh, there is no Rachel A.
There has to be.
No, there doesn't. He's referring to us by our bra cup size.
Well, you gotta give him credit for accuracy. What a system. He could replace the Dewey Decimal.
The what now?
Never mind, it's not that important. But now do you see what he's doing? Hello, wake up call. He did it to me, he did it to you, and he'll probably do it to this third Rachel.
Rachel D.
I don't care who it is. It could be the Queen of England.
Oh, no, it couldn't. Her name's not Rachel.
Where's my drink? Tom, get the hell out here with that vodka.
You know, I wouldn't blame him if he spit in your drink.
Oh, don't give me any ideas, sister. You know, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. You want to know what I think?
No one is interested in what you think. And now you're down to 5%.
Yeah, right.
You know, if he screws up one more time, he's gonna owe you money.
Can we get back to Jake?
Well, I'd love to. But he told me he's busy tonight. Some late business meeting.
Yeah, he told me the same thing. Busy, huh? Well, he's going to be even busier tomorrow morning collecting his stuff off our front lawn.
Jeez, how rude. Some people just have no manners.
Say, I was looking for a lady I was supposed to meet here. Have you seen her?
Was she classy, brassy, had dark hair?
No.
Was she sassy, trashy, wore a lot of spandex, and had a really bad dye job?
No. But the woman you described to me sounded very familiar for some reason. No, the one I was supposed to meet is a tall redhead who's, shall we say, rather well endowed, if you get my drift.
Oh, you must be Jake. Well, Jake, Rachel G's not here yet, but your timing is impeccable. How do you do it? Well, Jake, Rachel D's not here yet, but your timing is impeccable. How do you do it?
Hey, my mother. I was born here. And if you don't shut your trap to the bird, I'm gonna have Louie here shut it for you. I do it myself, but I just got a manicure.
Oh, come on, boss. You know I can't hit no dame. My mother always said, you never hit a dame. But she never said nothing about kicking one right in the keister.
Hey, knock it off, King Kong. Or did you forget how I cracked you one right in the kisser when you got fresh with me in your getaway car?
Hey, Louie, what do you mean hitting on Laverne like that?
I didn't mean nothing, boss. We was both sitting in the back seat of the getaway car, and you took that sharp turn onto Route 36, and she wound up in my lap. I put her right back as soon as I come to.
Just stand over the loot.
Oh, sure, boss. The loot. Now, where to put that loot again?
Yeah, you didn't leave it in the trunk of the car.
No, actually, I think I forgot to put it in the trunk of the car.
Oh, don't tell me you left it on the sidewalk in front of the bank. Please, Louie, don't tell me you left it in the sidewalk in front of the bank.
No, boss, I wouldn't do that. You think I'm that dumb?
Nah, he thinks you're a Rhodes Scholar. That's what you get for hiding a gorilla from the zoo. I take that back. I've been salting the gorillas.
Look, if you didn't leave it on the sidewalk in front of the bank, and you didn't leave it in the trunk of the car, where in God's name did you put it, Louis?
Yeah, that's it. Don't worry, boss, it's in a safe place.
Where, genius?
I left it in the vault of the bank.
Hey, you left it in the vault of the bank? You mean the loot that we tunneled under 3 basements for? You left it in the vault of the bank?
Calm down, Lefty. Now remember what Dr. Scarface said about your heart condition.
No, wait, boss, wait. Just think of the bright side.
The bright side, what bright side?
Well, seeing that the money never left the vault of the bank, technically, we never robbed it. So those cops got nothing to pin on us.
Why didn't I think of that, Louis? You know, the cops ain't got nothing on us. We're broke, we ain't got no money, but the cops can't pin nothing on us. Right, Louis?
Gee, you're taking this awfully well, boss.
Yeah, why not, Louis? The cops can't pin anything on us, unless you consider robbing a bank a felony. Oh, we're broke. We ain't got no money. But we're all gonna go to the can because of you. You numbskull.
No, just calm down, boss. Calm down. I think you're missing the point.
No, I'm not missing the point. You're gonna get the point when I get a nice pick and put it right through your skull. Where do they keep the knives around here?
Now calm down, Lefty, calm down. Come, Oscar, stop with that once. You know better than to behave like an idiot in front of a lady. Why, your conduct is simply deplorable and will not be condoned in this abode.
Boy, she sure talks funny. Is she speaking English?
Well, who the hell is Osgood?
I am. Laverne, Louis, meet my mother, Elizabeth Beatrice Hodgkins.
You put me on. You mean to tell me that this classy dame is your mother?
Gee, I hardly recognize her after all these years.
Why did you come back here? Didn't I tell you never to come back?
But Mumsy, we was on the land and we needed someplace to hide.
And you bring this reprobate and this floozy with you? Hey, what's a vocabulary, sister? She may be your mother, but I'll still slug her one.
Yeah, now what's a reprobate?
Hey, Mom, go easy on them. Laverne's my girl and Louis is the family.
Family? It figures. I was wondering how you hired this lunkhead, but I still don't get how you two could be related to her. He is a second cousin twice removed on his father's side. As for my son, I raised him alone. After his father decided to pursue a career in acting in Newark. Well, I sent Osgood to the best boarding school, taught him proper etiquette, gave him violin and elocution lessons. And then, when he was 16, I sent him to spend the summer in Newark with his father. And this is how he came back.
Well, they sure do talk funny in Newark.
I told you never to come back. Why did you come back? I sent him right back to his father, and I haven't seen him since.
Let me tell you about Pop. Poppy's doing okay. He's got a steady gig in a reality show about the slim thing. You know, that thing they leave in cars for people who leave their keys in the car. And he got a small role in a reality show about Newark politicians. I think it was called Newark No-Shows. And he had a small role in one of them dinosaur movies, but he got eaten by a pterodactyl in the second to last scene.
Oh, I must have missed that one.
So you see, Mom, you're our last hope. You gotta help us out.
Oh, Osgood, Osgood, Osgood. My little boy. Oh, I remember rocking you in my arms in the swing out there on the porch. And then when you turned 6, after your father left us, we would sit quietly on the sofa, and I would read you poetry, and you would massage my feet. Okay, this is getting a little weird. Too much information. Oh, remember when you would come back from boarding school and you'd do those scenes from Shakespeare? And you played Hamlet and I played your mother. Oh. And then we did Oedipus Rex. Now this is all starting to make sense.
No, not Oedipus Rex, well, not in front of the camera.
Hey, boss, I hear some cars pulling up outside. I think it's cops.
Okay, Lefty, we know you're in there. We got the place surrounded. Come out quietly with your hands up and we'll fill the place with more holes than the Staten Island Expressway after the spring thaw. I'll give you a minute to think about that reference.
Potholes! Must be.
Ma, what do we do now? It's the cops. You gotta help us.
Oh, Osgood, what else can be done? You committed a crime. You heard the policeman. He has the place surrounded. There's only one thing that can be done.
Louis, grab the guns out of the closet in the bedroom, you two grab mattresses and stuff them in the window. We're gonna shoot this one out.
Perpetual omniscience. Oh yes, we did take. Yes, we take to the. Hello. Yes, we take donations from any denomination. But if you're Catholic, we don't ask questions about where the money comes from. And we'll say a little prayer for you so you don't go to hell. Or you can send it right to the rectory. Sure, make your checks out to. That's right, omniscience. 2 S's and 1 C.
I wish you wouldn't be joking with the parishioners, Immaculata, especially concerning the donations. Church enrollment is down another 10% this year. If this recession keeps up, I'm going to have to turn in my Cadillac for a Mini Cooper.
Oh, stop your complaining, Father O'Brien. Studies show that in a recession, people commit more sins. So what belong to the flock into the church to confess them.
Speaking of devil, looky here. They caught someone embezzling from the Newark construction union.
Oh, does it say who?
No, but I hope the poor devil turns himself into the authorities.
Oh, it'll do his soul some good.
Sold my eye. It would save his neck. Didn't you see who it was he was embezzling from?
Yeah, some union in Newark. So?
Ah, you're new to this country. Only transferred here a week ago from Ireland. The construction union in Newark, New Jersey, as in cement footings, as in cement shoes if you embezzle their money.
My, the poor bastard! I mean that!
Would you see who's at the door, sister?
Certainly, Father.
Hello, Carmine. Matt O'Brien over at OLPO. Good to talk to you too, my son. So how's business? Really? Well, did you ever consider another line of work, me boy? I mean, I realize Jesus ate supper with the tax collectors, but working for the IRS and then booking the ponies on the side. Don't you think you may be pushing the envelope a wee bit? Uh-huh. Well, in that case, Carmine, could you place a small wager for me? Oh, you're a sweet man. The horse's name is Holy Roller. Yeah, I figured he can't miss too. Why don't you go ahead and box it with Joshua's trumpet in the same race? Thank you, me boy. Yes, sister?
Father, there's a lady here to see you.
And what does she want?
She says she's in dire straits and needs to confess to you right away.
It's nearly lunchtime. Can't she come back later?
Oh, she seemed very out of sorts. I think you better see her.
All right, show her in. And can you bring back some takeout menus? We can order lunch delivered.
Will do, Father. I'll see you now. This is Father O'Brien. Father O'Brien, this is, what did you say your name was, dear?
Bernie. It's short for Bernadette.
And your last name, my child?
Oh, a last name. Abrams.
Oh, Abrams?
Ski. Oh, Abramski.
Are you Catholic then?
On my mother's side.
Excellent. So tell me what the problem is, my child.
You're from one of those Mediterranean countries, aren't ya? You know, they're doing wonders with the facial hair electrolysis these days.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Would you mind, Sister Immaculata? Why don't you go order lunch? I feel more like a late breakfast.
Pancakes!
No, I'm tired of pancakes. Just,
Fine, I'll think of something. I'll find the breakfast menus.
So tell me what's troubling you, my dear.
Well, for one thing, these freaking heels are killing me.
What happened to your voice?
Oh.
You getting a cold?
Oh, it's coursing.
Now, just a second, madam. This is a rectory, not a brothel. Sister Immaculata, get in here.
Matt, don't you recognize me? It's me, Bernie Abrams.
Rabbi Abrams? Is that you? Sister Immaculata, stay where you are. Bernie, what in God's name are you doing? Dressing up for Halloween? That was 4 months ago.
Not Halloween, Purim. Remember your Old Testament, Book of Esther.
I don't think that's in our Old Testament. What gives?
Well, Purim is the only day that a Jew can dress up and get drunk. Do you have any wine?
I'm a priest. Of course I have wine.
Well, we must drink at least one glass today. It is Jewish tradition.
We've got the same tradition. St. Patrick's Day.
How about some French toast?
Too much like pancakes. Just bring some wine for now.
Wine? For breakfast? Where do you keep it?
Where did they used to keep in your parish in Ireland?
Oh, we were a rural parish. We hid ours in the barn, but the cows started drinking it.
I bet the milk tasted great.
We keep ours in the kitchen pantry on top. I keep a private stock.
Okay, red or white?
Red, of course.
From the old country.
I see.
So tell me, Bernie, do you all listen drag for this Purim?
No, we don't. But we all have to drink wine, and we have to bring baked goods. Here. I made you some Heman tashin a few days ago. And you have a pull box?
Certainly.
Yeah.
$1.50?
It's the rules. Every Jew must give $1.50 to the poor on Purim.
How do you like that? 50 cents more and I can place another bet.
Also, I must tell you not to mention the name Haman.
Haman?
Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee!
What's all the shouting about?
Haman.
Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee!
Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee!
What are you doing, sister? You're not Jewish.
Oh, just getting in on the fun. You think it's a barrel of laughs trying to figure out what you two want for breakfast?
Okay. Just don't mention that name anymore. I'm getting a headache.
What name?
Haman.
Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee!
Haman.
Truth is, Matty, I'm in a little bit of trouble. You see, I kind of lay low, and I thought maybe I could stay at the rectory with you for a while.
Dressed like that?
Well, it's the only way I could get out of the synagogue. They're looking for me, you know.
Who's looking for you?
Everyone. The cops, the FBI, the Jersey boys.
The Four Seasons are looking for you.
Not those Jersey boys, the other Jersey boys.
You don't mean the mob.
I sure do.
The Italian mob?
Is there any other in Newark?
But why?
Well, you know that I have an accounting practice on the side.
I remember hearing you say something at the last joint session of the Newark Churches seminar.
Well, let's just say that I took a loan from one of my clients at a very reasonable interest rate, which I failed to pay back on time.
How reasonable an interest rate?
0%.
That's pretty reasonable.
Well, it's a short-term loan. You know how they work.
Wait a minute. Bernie, don't tell me it was you.
Okay, I won't.
Jeez, Bernie. Embezzling from the construction union. Why couldn't you just rape the bingo games in it like everyone else?
We don't deal in cash at synagogue.
Really? Too bad.
Look, Matt, can I just stay here until I get the money back? I gotta lie low.
I don't know. How would it look? People might get suspicious.
No, I'll have the money back today. 5th race at Belmont, I have boxed Holy Roller with Joshua's trump.
You didn't. Can you imagine that? So did I.
Now, it'll only be a down payment, but if all goes well, I will have the rest of the money back very shortly.
What if all doesn't go well?
Then I'm going to have to get used to wearing high heels.
I don't know, Bernie. This whole scenario's making me a wee bit nervous.
Oh, can't I just stay here for a little while, Matty?
I don't know, Bernie.
Well, I fooled the sister, didn't I?
Immaculata? Have you seen the women who come from her part of Ireland?
I'm desperate. I heard through the grapevine they're asking my whereabouts at synagogue. I don't know what to do. I need a drink.
Pour me one too, would you, Bernie?
It's too late to order breakfast. How about lunch?
Never mind. I've got the Hamantoschen.
Tashin.
Ooh, can I try some Hamantoschen?
Tashin, Toshin, whatever.
Hamantoschen? Is it Tashin or Toshin?
Tashin.
You know, you say Tashin, I say Toshin. You say vacation, I say vacation. That's pretty good.
I'll say.
Look, can we lay off the Hamantoschen? I'm in trouble here.
Oh, of course, Bernie. Dad, sister, would you mind? Maybe you can find some more menus for supper later.
How about Italian?
Oh, anything but that.
Chinese.
I'm on it.
You got yourself in some spot over Wellington eye tags, Bernie.
I know. Hey, look, Matty, they're your people. Can't you talk to them? Maybe broker a settlement?
The Italian boys? Very nice Catholics. Always making donations to the parish. And a few of them as altar boys. Love to attend church on Sundays.
Then you'll do it.
Never work. The only thing they like more than church is breaking your legs after the service. I'm afraid you're out of luck, Bernie. Have you considered going to the authorities?
I've considered everything. I've considered turning myself in, fleeing the country. Matty, I just don't know what to do.
I've got it!
What? What is it?
You go undercover for the FBI. You infiltrate the mob for them. They cut you a deal.
How?
Well, you're already dressed in drag. You get a job as a cocktail waitress or something at one of their illicit clubs.
Cocktail waitress? You think I got the legs for it?
Father, there's some gentlemen at the door here to see you. Said there used to be altar boys here.
Oh boy, the jig's up.
What are you talking about, Father?
You gotta help me, Maddie.
Ooh, on a first name basis now, Harry.
Stall them, sister. Tell them I'm out.
Oh, that won't work. They said, and I quote, and tell him we know he's still here because we've been watching him all day. And his Cadillac's still parked out front.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Sanctuary! Sanctuary!
If it's who I think it is, you better get used to walking on your knees.
I'm sensing some trouble here. Should I call the police?
What's it gonna be, Bernie? The cops or one of the older boys?
Is there a third choice?
I don't think the convent will take you.
What are you talking about, Father? All of God's daughters are welcome in the convent. Were you thinking about taking the vows, my child?
I wish I could, but it would never work.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, why not?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter who knows now, Bernie.
For Pete's sake, why knows what? And why do you keep calling her Bernie?
This is why.
Plenty of women are wearing their hair short these days. It actually reminds me of my village back in Ireland.
I told you.
Please, Daddy. Well, I guess I have to turn myself in.
I'll get it. Hello, Our Lady Perpetual Omniscience. Oh, yes, he's right here. Oh, hold on a second. It's a fellow named Carmine. Is it another one of your altar boys, Father?
Hardly. The race must have finished.
Ooh, what race?
Ah, the charity crab race they're running at Knights of Columbus. You bet on your favorite crab and all the money goes to charity.
Oh!
And then we have crab cake.
Crab cakes! That's what we'll have for supper!
Yes, Carmine? What's the news? Really? Finished first and second? That's terrific, my boy. What did pay? You're not kidding?
What? What happened? What happened?
They won! Paid $84.20.
$84.20? That sounds awfully high to pay for crab cakes.
Do you know what this means, Maddie?
Yes, I'll be taking a vacation this summer to the old country.
And I have enough money to make a down payment to the altar boys. Show the gentleman in, Sister Immaculata.
Whatever you say, ma'am.
You forgot one small detail.
And what would that be?
Carmine works for the altar boys. How are you going to collect your winnings?
Oh, you're right. I never thought of that. Now what do I do?
Put your wig back on. Maybe they won't hit Italy.
Take the moment and see what's up.